Hey, what's up, folks? This is Taryn, Kingdom Acres Farm. We're sitting in beautiful southeastern Virginia on just under 10 acres in the middle of cow fields, cow farms, cornfields, and the almost daily smell of cow pies, and we certainly enjoy it. Adapting to the environment, all the things that come with it, being in the country. I've been in the country in a long time, but we're certainly enjoying the peace and quiet, waking up every morning, just with the openness, without the crowds of being in the HOA that we certainly came from, in the space. It's almost like we got room. We can walk on our own property. It's just something you got to experience to know the blessings and the beauty of it. 2 years ago, we were in an HOA, nice community, new community, brand new house. I've been in it for a few years, and nothing was wrong, right? We enjoyed the community. I was president of the HOA. I mean, I may have had some of those issues, right, dealing with some various things in the community, but for the most part, everything was great. We loved the property we were on, sitting back off the street, butted up to the woods, slight seclusion there. Enjoyed it. And the Lord, I'm sitting in my office, and for about 5 to 10 years before that, we were thinking about, and planning in our head at least, and desiring to have some property, live off the land a little bit, enjoy the country and God's creation, build something of value. And just the timing wasn't right, the money wasn't right, it just didn't work out. But this particular day, it was like Lord called us to an Abrahamic moment, and He was basically like, all right, it's time to sell the house and go to this place that I'm going to show you. And we had no place in mind, right? We saw some property that we were interested in, and we went on a journey, right? Okay, let's sell our house. Let's move into this place. We ended up selling our house, banking the cash, the equity, and rented for a year. And I tell you, I realized then that year that I just hate renting. Right, I just hate it. Like it was. We were blessed because we had a place to stay, and so I'm certainly grateful for that. But it was not an experience that I want to repeat, for sure. And I think some bugs starting to mess with me. And so a year God got us out of that. I'm thankful for it. But we saw this property. We had looked at a few other properties, and it just didn't work out for various reasons. And we saw this property. And I'm like, okay, this could work. But one thing that I saw that wasn't right. Now, see, whenever you're about to go into something, right, the Bible tells us to count up the cost, right? Jesus was referring to following Him. But the principle is the same. Whenever we're about to endeavor into something, you count up the costs. And so we're looking at the property. And if we're going to go out to do ag, right, to put stuff in the ground, to grow stuff, how about we look at the soil, right? That's an important thing to look for, like to see if the soil is good. And so I did that and looked at old analysis back when they built the house back in 2000, I believe it was. And it was like clay, like for feet, like I think it said like 40 feet of like clay, various levels of clay and whatnot. I was like, man, like how do you plant successfully in clay? And so I was about to hang up on this opportunity. I was like, yeah, it's not going to work out. We'll move on to something else. And sure enough, I kid you not, the Lord was like, consider Abraham, right? And so we're on this Abrahamic journey, right? Consider Abraham in the land that I gave him. He's like, did he have the choice land? And I was like, no, he didn't have the choice land. Lot had the choice land, and Abraham got the leftovers, basically. And he's like, but did not bless Abraham's land to be abundant? And I was like, yes, sir. Yeah, he sure did. And he's like, well, I can do the same for this property. If I can bless Abraham's property that wasn't the best, I can bless this to produce in abundance. And I was like, yes, you can, sir. Yes, you can. And that was a sign to me that it was time to put an offering on the house, right? Fast forward, we ended up getting the house for 40 grand less than what it was listed for. So a blessing there, moved in. A lot of work we had to do in the house, still some stuff we're working on. But just under 10 acres, I had envisioned a much bigger property in a much more secluded area. but obviously the Lord had different plans, and we are here, we are happy, and we're starting to do the things that we believe the Lord wants us to do. You know, one of the things, you know, people have asked us is like, man, you moved away from a lot of stuff, right? You're out in the country, pretty much, not in the middle of nowhere, but pretty much out there. You know, why, pretty much. And we're endeavoring to create, a place that produces nutrient-dense food locally here in the area. For us first, but also for family and community. And we're endeavoring to create a sanctuary, if you will, that people can come to disconnect from the world and to connect with God, right? And so this sanctuary must be a place of peace and abundance and blessing, right? And when we come here, that's what we feel. Like, we out there doing work, blah, blah, and I'm at work, and when I come here, it's like, yeah. When I wake up in the morning, I sit on the back, on the lanai out back, or the porch on the front, it's like, yeah, this is it. When we start building the things here, the cabins and the yurts and the apartment that we want to put up, and all the things that we're going to do, maybe, Lord willing, maybe a event center or building or something, where people can come and have events here. Like, the whole goal is to be a place of peace and abundance and blessing, where people can detach from the world and connect with Him, the Father. And so we kind of started doing some of that stuff. Like, over here we have our orchard, where we're planting. We have 27 fruit trees. Want to get 3 more to total 30. They're doing well. They're leafing out. The figs are already starting to produce, which we probably won't eat those first year, but they're doing well. We have our berries over here, so blackberries, elderberry, and blueberries. We have our vegetable garden that we're going to expand. 4 raised beds right now. We're going to expand that to 8 total, and then we're going to have 2 patches for melons, 2 slightly raised patches for melons, cantaloupe and watermelon. And then in the other area, we're going to have rows where we're going to do the bulk of our vegetable gardening. So green beans, what else? Tomatoes, peppers, and things of the like. We'll do all of that stuff. What I would like to do is to plant 50 to 100 elderberry bushes further down and produce elderberry syrup, or a tonic, if you will, sweetened with the honey from the farm, maybe adding some ginger that we grow here from the farm. So everything's from the farm, right? And provide that to the local community. Something that's fresh, that's not certified organic, but grown organically. And folks can come and see where it's being grown and processed and buy it locally, right? Freshly pressed, freshly made. It's not stored for, months. Like, when they get it, it's been bottled within the past couple of weeks, right? Is the goal here. And then selling all the fruit and the vegetables and whatnot to our local community. So that's the plan, to bring in the income to then do the thing that we want to do, as far as having a center here to help build people up, to equip people, and a place for people to relax and just detach from the world, like I said, and connect with God. So that's what we're endeavoring to do. We'll see what the Lord is going to do. Like, all this stuff's in my head and in my heart, right? In my heart too. And I'm hoping that God makes it happen. I believe He will. I don't believe we're here for nothing. I believe we're here for that reason. And I'm hoping that you'll join us on this journey as we build this thing, right, to create great value for God and His kingdom. So check us out. Like us, like the page, follow the page, click the bell so you can get updates, all those things. And let's just see what God does, right? Let's see what God does. A lot of work out here, and we're not quitting, right? We're in this thing until He says move on. So looking forward to great things. God bless you. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.